Hello, and welcome to Casual Run Gaming. This is Jay. Hope you're all doing well this fine Tuesday evening. We're going to be playing some more Mass Effect 2 tonight. I have a feeling we're coming down to like our last 10 hours or so of this game. This has been absolutely great.
Like to speak with you, Commander.
Thane would also like to speak to me. I'm pretty sure I spoke to him yesterday, but apparently he wants to speak again. So we're going to go do that. But like I said, I hope everyone's doing well. Having a great week. We're almost to Wednesday. And although today felt like it should have been Friday because I'm in the wrong place. I'm tired. Or I was going to the wrong way. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Hey, Thane.
Shepard.
Thane. Matter.
Is there something wrong?
Yes. Now that you are here, though, it seems more difficult to talk about.
Is it your illness?
Are you feeling sick? I could get the doctor.
No. Though I suppose that is a part of it. My mortality has me dwelling on things. I had a family once. I still have a son. His name is Kolyat. I haven't seen him for a very long time.
Okay. Last meeting.
How long has it been since you talked?
10 years. He showed me some of his schoolwork and asked if we could dance crazy. We did that when he was younger.
Dance crazy.
What sort of dance is that?
I checked my extranet contacts. I expect an update on my next target. The console plays music, old, unfashionable. Kolyat jumps into the room. My father runs around in circles. I scoop him up, toss him into the air. He shrieks, laughs, spin me. The console beeps. I put him down. Click the message. Father, he pleads, tugs my sleeve. I need to read this, I say. I don't look at him.
Oh. Had a family?
Did something happen to them?
I abandoned them. No, not all at once. Nothing dramatic, no sneaking out in the middle of the night. No final argument or slammed door. I just did my job. I hunted and killed across the galaxy. Away on business, my wife would tell people. I was always away on business.
Always away on business. It's not what I expected.
You never mentioned this before. Why now?
When my wife departed from her body, I attended to that issue. I left Kolyat in the care of his aunts and uncles. I have not seen him or talked to him since.
Okay, why didn't you take him?
That's not the choice I expected. Why didn't you raise him yourself?
My body is blessed with the skills to take life. The Hanar honed them in me. I have few others. I didn't want that life for Kolyat. I hoped he would find his own way. If he hated me, so be it. He would not have shared the path of sin. I used my contacts to trace Kolyat. He has become disconnected. He does what his body wills.
He's become what?
You'll have to explain that one to me.
Disconnected. The body is not our true self. The soul is. Body and soul work as one in a whole person. When the soul is weakened by despair or fear, when the body is ill or injured, the individual is disconnected, no longer whole.
Why is Kolyat disconnected?
What's wrong with him? Is he hurt?
Something happened that should not have. He knows where I've been, what I've done. I don't know his reasons, but he has gone to the Citadel. He's taken a job as a hitman.
Of course he
I would like
has.
your help to stop him. This is not a path he should walk.
Okay, hitman? Hitman, two separate words, not one word? Okay.
You don't hire a raw rookie for a contract killing.
I'm afraid someone may have seen we share a name and assumed we share skills. I don't know why he would accept the task.
Or someone's trying to get to Thane by taking his son to do this. Because they're trying to lure Thane out, maybe? I don't know. Because it's your job?
To be closer to you, maybe?
That thought haunts me more than any other.
Okay, that was quick. Why me?
Thane, I don't have your contacts and I don't have your tracking skills. Why do you need my help for this?
I don't need your help. I want it. The last time I saw my son, they wrapped her body in sea vines, weighted it with stones. He tries to pull from me, calls for her. The Hanar lift her off the platform. They sing like bells. The fire has gone to be kindled anew. He begs them not to take her away.
They let her body slide into the water. He hits me. Don't let them. Stop them. Why weren't you?
It rains. It always rains on CRG. Warm water pours down his face.
I'm sorry. Like, I'm having a really hard time. I'm pretty sure that that's kind of like their, kind of what they do during a funeral. Because he talked about the Hanar doing that, so I don't think it was like they were murdering her or something. In front of the kid, especially. Pretty sure that that's just what they do during a funeral. Sorry.
I didn't mean to make you relive that.
Perfect memory. It is sometimes a burden.
Okay. The Citadel.
What made him go to the Citadel?
Years ago, I prepared a package for him. A relic of my ill-spent life. I had Volus bankers store it, and arranged for delivery when I died. He acquired it early. I don't really know how. I did wet work on the Citadel around the time his mother died. That may be why he went there.
We'll stop him.
I'll get us to the Citadel as soon as possible.
Hey, Ninja, how you feeling, man?
I'll be meditating until you need me.
Okay, you'll be meditating. Go to the Citadel. I think that's the second loyalty mission where I have to go to the Citadel. Let's check with Kelly real quick. Anybody want to talk with me?
How may I help you, Commander?
I guess
That'll be
that's a no.
Take care.
Thank you. It does save. Feeling much better today. I had a bad headache in the morning, though. Oh, man. Dude, you've been having a lot of headaches. Are you okay, man? I think you need some time off. You need a vacation. How am I? Can't wait for this week to be over. That's how I am. But thanks for asking. A tiny rock planet, Electha, is noted for its frigid temperatures and crushing nitrogen and krypton atmosphere. Lying out beyond the Fomor belt, there is little to recommend it. You always have a headache? Yeah, you said that before. That's not good, man. That's scary.
Probe launched.
Like non-stop from the moment I wake up to the moment I sleep?
Probe launched.
You don't think it was League of Legends, do you? Did those darn video games do this to you?
Probe launched.
Am I stalking you? No, I just know you like League of Legends. Remember how I think you used to play it like on Thursdays or something. And I'm like, why are you doing that to yourself? Isn't that game very, very stressful?
Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe.
Because you enjoy pain. The pain. Let's go buy some probes. Also, since we're here, let's buy some fuel. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. A large planet composed of ice surrounding a rocky core, Partholon retains trace gases of nitrogen and carbon monoxide. Its crushing gravity makes for an inhospitable stay and makes most mining infeasible. However, its orbit's proximity to the mass relay in the system means space travelers will, for the next few years, use it for a gravitational slingshot to add speed on their way to and from Caliston. Not to sound weird, but I think I do enjoy pissing a little. Pissing? I don't know what that means. Oh, pain. Okay. You spelled that wrong, and I'm like, you enjoy peeing? Okay, man. I get it. I mean, it feels good when, you know, you don't have to pee anymore, right?
Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe away.
So what's your plan for tonight?
Probe launched. Launching probe.
Launching probe. Oh my gosh. Or to use 9 and I just bought them all.
Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe launched.
Got little tiny spikes.
Probe away.
I like big spikes and I cannot lie. Eating dinner right now. Ask my girlfriend if she wants to call. Hasn't answered yet. I'm watching you. Okay. Well, you're doing the best thing ever.
Probe launched.
What's for dinner tonight? What are we having?
Probe away.
We had homemade pizza here today. Taco Bell. Quiero Taco Bell. Is that like twice in like the last few days that you've had that? I think you had that just the other day too, right? Well, since I'm right here, might as well jump. The hostile moon, Caliston, is the largest satellite of the gas giant Cernunnos. An ancient asteroid strike deposited major loads of element 0 within the molten sulfur mantle. Ooh, this easel here. Eldfell Ashland Energy's mining operations have made it the largest source of Starship drive core material in the Attican Traverse. Caliston is racked with volcanism due to tidal stresses from Cernunnos. Because of weak solar output, plant-like life on Caliston is not carbon-based and photosynthetic, but silicon-based and thermosynthetic, requiring heat rather than sunlight to produce its chemical reactions. Oh. These organisms flourish in volcanic vents and during solar flares when Balor can double or triple in luminosity. Sadly, sapient habitation is not possible here, and Caliston's biodiversity is considered threatened by the Citadel Council Committee on Habitable Worlds. Population is 1,802,705,000. It was founded in 1975. I've had Taco Bell a lot because my boss likes it. They gave me an old chicken quesadilla that, whoa, bring it back. I'm storing it away. It's too icky. So you got 2 beef melts. These things are the bomb. The bomb.
Probe launched.
How have things gone with work this week? It was delivered because my mom wanted to DoorDash McDonald's. Ah, I see. Come on. Oh, I saw it. No, and then it was gone. That's it. Oh, there we go.
Probe launched.
How's things going with your PC, by the way?
Probe launched.
Get that all straightened out. Ooh, there we go. I'm getting garbage fast food. It's not going to be McDonald's. Usually if we get fast food, it's usually either Five Guys or Chick-fil-A for us. We don't get food from out all that often. Especially like if it's DoorDash. Like DoorDash is ridiculously expensive around here, so we only ever get it if like work is telling us to like expense dinner or something, which usually means we have to work late. So it's like them trying to be nice.
Probe away.
Chick-fil-A is pretty good. I've had too much Six Guys. Never heard of Six Guys though. Yeah, I like Five Guys if I have to get something from out, because I'm just like, I'm a creature of habit.
Probe away.
But I'd rather make my own burgers. Like we've figured out how to make really good smash burgers at home. So it's like one of those things where it's like, oh, like if it in the supermarket is just a minute and a half down the street, if we ever get like a craving for something like that, we can just go buy it, bring it home real quick, make it ourselves. How's work for me? It's all right. Thanks for asking. It's kind of a rough time. So,
Launching probe.
not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Ooh, this one's pretty. You always have a rough time, but lately it has been. There's a lot of stuff just... I need a raise. I do. I do, though. We actually got our raises like not too long ago, like a month or so ago, and I told my wife what I got, and she was like, "Are you kidding me?" She's like, "You're killing yourself. And this is all they gave you?" And I'm like, "What am I gonna do?" Like, this is all I can do. So, yeah. Cernonos is a sizable gas giant with a hydrogen and nitrogen atmosphere. It is believed to be an extrasolar capture due to its close stellar location. In a rare phenomenon, it is near enough to its red dwarf star to be within the life zone, though its massive size prevents the tidal lock that usually occurs at such a range. While nothing could survive on the surface of a planet with such crushing gravity, Cernonos, I hate the names that they gave these things. Moon Calliston is habitable. Cernonos is skimmed for its abundant hydrogen, and refineries on Calliston process it into a metastable metallic form for use as a starch fuel. They pick like the craziest words. Okay. Pretty planet though. I'll give them that.
Launching probe.
They had one place that had good resources. We've already been here. 80%. I've been here, right? Yeah, this is where I started. I worked at Subway and I was the best worker at the store. Even my manager said so, but the only raise they would give me was the one that they were giving everyone because the minimum wage was going up. Oh my gosh, look how small this was. Yeah. Where I work, they didn't even give us anything like that. And not that where we work, I don't think anyone gets paid minimum wage, but like with the change in the economy and everything, and like the cost of living and everything going up, they never gave us anything extra. Low quality Taco Bell this time, very low bad workers. You should go on Yelp and give them a review. A member of the Fomor belt Bress is a dwarf planet with no atmosphere. It is, however, rich in lithium, which is integral to the heat sinks of starships or handheld weapons. A large robo-mining operation from Calliston can be found here. Why would you name something like that? Inflation is killer. It is big time. So to make matters worse, and like we don't have money troubles here. It's just it's annoying that like the amount of work that we're putting in is not, it doesn't equate to what we're getting paid. And also all the cost cutting stuff that they've done at work has really hurt us. It's making us have to work a lot harder. And they're like, no, just work smarter. And it's like, yeah, but the smart people around here are the ones that have to figure it out for you. And then we get nothing once we figure out how to get more out of less. And then the people who are making the real money are the people who don't even work here. Like, there was something here. I know there was.
Launching probe.
Sounds like companies, yeah, like big companies. Like this place, when I first started working there, they were very small, and it's a complete, like, I mean, of course, it's been almost 12 years,
Launching probe.
And about 3 years in is when they went public. And once we went public, things really changed. It was, we don't care about making our employees happy. We have to make sure that the shareholders are making money.
Launching probe.
So, one of those things, right? Like, every company wants to get bigger.
Probe launched.
You should have bought stock. I did get stock. They gave everyone stock who had been working there for a
Probe
while
away.
when they went public. It wasn't a lot, but it was some. And then we had to cash it in by a certain time. And so like that was years ago. It's actually one of the things that helped us buy this house, which was great. But still, in the grand scheme of things, with how much the company is worth, it's... Actually, let's go back here and get probes and stuff. They basically gave us pennies to what they were getting. But that's a lot of businesses. That's how big business works. Can I not go? Like, I can't see over here. Let's go to lava, I guess. This is America.
I have detected an anomaly.
An anomaly? A desert of whitish potassium salts and reddish iron oxides, Titus is far enough away from its parent star to have a tolerable surface temperature. Though it has only a trace atmosphere of carbon dioxide and oxygen, it's still hospitable enough for criminals in the Terminus systems to use it as a staging base. Turian patrols sometimes fly through the area looking to preempt jailbreak attempts on Matrium's prisons. Travel advisory: unregistered starships have been spotted in the vicinity of Titus. Civilian travel is not recommended. Oh, and I remember what it is that I was going to say. So, yeah. So, review time came around and merit increase and that stuff, right?
Probe
So-
away. I have found something.
So that happened, right? And then just recently, you get your raise, right? And it wasn't great. And then immediately after, we got something in the mail saying like, hey, your taxes for your house is going up by this much. And I'm like, are you kidding? And I'm like, that's a huge portion of what our raise was for the year. And so what they tell you is like, oh, well, if you want a good raise, you need to move to another position. And it's like, but what if I don't want to become a manager? Like, you know, I'm like, no, I'm fine where I am. It's like, if I could, I'd just stay in my position for 20 years, like until I retire. But just one of those things that it's like, really? You're going to withhold, you know, giving someone a good raise for doing really good work, all because, oh no, you need to go up a level. Just like ridiculous. POS, terms of service, what? I honestly want to move to a different country if I could. Like, some places pay you to move there. I have toss. I have toss or tacos or toes. I have toes. Or you have to's. Yeah, I like living. TOs. Who's it? Oh, I have to get it. No, I don't want to become a manager, man. If I did, I'd have so much more stress. I wouldn't be able to do things like this. Like, that's one of the things about working for where I work is that when things aren't bad like they are right now, we have really good work-life balance. And that's what keeps me there, is that it's like, man, this job is great for my family, like being able to spend time and do stuff with them. They don't necessarily pay much, but they allow me to do things that like maybe other jobs don't. I really don't know. I'm ever getting more money. A thing to dislike. Yeah. Anomaly detected. Service scans detect one Ymir heavy mech signature matching an unknown, possibly pirate registration. Mech appears to be disabled while broadcasting a looping message. Message does not appear to be a distress signal. Resource scans indicate large quantities of mineral resources available but obscured behind walls of dense stone. The thing's in my way. Yeah, I mean we're doing okay. Luckily for us, and I mean it didn't work out like it. What's happened to us doesn't really work for everyone, but we got really lucky because we got married in 2007, which was during a housing crisis, or like a housing market crash. And it stinks because we had actually bought a condo. But at that time, you know, we had just gotten married and
Launching probe.
we went out and got new jobs and did that. And so we got paid a little more than where we were. And then what we did, since we were younger, we weren't young, but we were younger and we didn't have much else to do. We just worked a lot and worked, and we paid off all our debt other than our condo. And we then sold our condo, even though we lost money on it because of the housing market crash. We were able to buy our first home. I mean, our condo was our home, but it was within a building. Like, we actually got to buy a house, and then we did that, and the housing market got better, and we sold when like the housing market was kind of it was high. It wasn't the highest like it is now, but it was high. So we actually made a bunch of money off that house, and then we were able to buy this house. And what I'm basically saying there is that we got lucky because we made good investments by investing in our home. Not the first one, but the second one. And we also paid off all of our debt. Because it's just easier if you're not paying monthly payments on something to pay interest. So we made that like a priority to get out of debt. And that's really helped. But like, if we hadn't done that, we'd be struggling incredibly now. So if you can, just don't ever get into any debt that you don't need. I'm talking like credit card debt. Like, I mean, I still have a Best Buy card, but I had a Best Buy card, I had a Citibank card, I had a Discover card, I had some other card. I think it was Circuit City when that existed. I had a bunch of credit cards. And then at one point I lived in Miami for a little bit and spent like every penny I had there. So I did a lot of stupid stuff. But eventually, you know, just worked really hard, paid it all off, and just lived differently than back then. My parents want to move out of this condo into a house. I don't sign up for those things. Lots of effort. You mean signing up for credit cards? Yeah, you're better off not. Just it's basically, it stinks, but if you can't afford it, don't buy it. And if it means that much to you, save up for it. The only things that I would say, as far as we've done, the only things that the only debt, quote unquote, that we carry is if we buy a vehicle, which right now both of our vehicles we own because they're not new. Like, our van at this point is almost 9 years old, and our other car is 5 years old. So they're both paid off. And our house, which hopefully, what I'm hoping is that we can pay it off in 20 years, maybe less. You're never going to get a loan-only credit. I'm getting is something I can pay off. Exactly. And that's what we do. We actually use our credit cards and stuff, because I still have them. We use our credit cards, but then immediately pay them off when the bill is due, and we get all the points and whatever, which adds up over time. I'm not gonna lie. It's just one of those things that it's don't ever put it off. If you can, always pay those bills away, because the thing we learned too is that Not that we paid things late on purpose or anything like that. Like, we were maybe late for something once and it was my mistake. But things like your electric bill, your heating bill, your internet / TV and stuff like that, that stuff won't get like instantly turned off. So if there's anything that can be late, it's those things, and you can always talk to those people and they'll work with you. They'll usually get rid of like late fees and things like that if it's not something you do all the time. But places like credit cards, it's a lot more difficult, I would say. Know what I'm saying? Let's take a couple that we haven't used much. Grunt and Jacob. What a weird mix. But we're gonna do it. Krogan Berserker. Krogan Pure Blood increases Grunt's regeneration capabilities, allowing to heal himself more quickly. This is Grunt's weapon damage. Uses shotgun, so I think he already does a lot of damage. I think we would go with, you know what? No. It's best to do more damage than to, like, if you do a lot of damage, you won't even have to regenerate, right? Right? Yeah. I'm right. Blasting enemies off their feet. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna do concussive blast here. Ish. I just need to figure out what I want to do in life. I haven't even figured it out. So it's okay if it takes you a long time. Increases Jacob's health, increases Jacob's weapon damage. I don't even know how much damage he does, really, right? Oh, wow. You know what? Let's do this. That first one. There we go. He still got 5 points. We'll do that. Cerberus Specialist. Alright, let's go. Yeah, we'll have you use that. Only used by Krogan. Okay. This isn't good. They're both using shotguns. Well, might have just screwed myself.
I'm detecting a large supply of resources buried deep within the canyon walls. Heavy explosives will be required to excavate them.
Heavy explosives power cells. Thank you. Okay, so I guess we have to mine with that thing. Let's go ahead and also turn down the sensitivity. See what happens if we go down to 20. Still feels like it's out of control. Datapad, I paid Harriet good money for this useless heap of signal error detected serious caches of resources here on this planet, but memory leak detected. All right. I said, sure, the thing leaks fuel like a Volus after a mug of Rinkol, but I can deal with that. So I took off and laid out a trail of power cells leading from where I unloaded the mech to bad package, please restart, so I could at least get the thing moving. And now illegal fault detected, won't even move. That swindling Elcor. Okay, piece of All right, let's go. Easy peasy. Whoa, hey. Is it just gonna go and start mining? Don't mind my ship. Don't mind my ship. Hour remaining. Bruh, where are you going? Uh-oh. You weren't even looking over there. What are you doing? Are you shooting at something? I don't know what I'm gonna do for a job or anything. It's all right. Like sometimes it's one of those things that. What are you shooting at, man? I know for me, like I stumbled into the job I do. Hey Ren, how's it going? By the way, power cell required. Okay, wait, where is the power cell? Wait, okay. Ow. Bork, bork. Bork, bork, bork. Your cat's sitting for a few days, nice. I think June is sitting behind me somewhere here. He's very, very busy. Yeah, Ninja, and like what you're saying there, like you don't know what you're gonna do for a job or anything. I actually had a conversation with my wife over the weekend that, you know, like how there's college and universities and things like that, right? It's like, what would be nice is if instead of that, you know, after high school, you basically go to like a trade school instead of going to like a university and whatever, that they also teach you, like you have to take electives and stuff. It'd be cool if, like, you know, what people usually did was go and take up a trade of some sort. I know my uncle actually went to a trade school for like high school.
Up front!
Holy. Who are you shooting? Oh, aminos. Which your sock on too. And that actually served him really well. And what was cool is that because he did that, I can't even remember what, I think, what did he go there for? I can't even remember. But he went to trade school and he actually got to do like 2 things. So like one of them, he was really interested in art and he got to do that. He actually does art as like a kind of like a side hustle type thing. And yeah, so he got to like go and learn what he really needed to learn for skills that he would use. I'll do trade school, but not college. I have no interest though. Yeah, that's the thing with me too. You have no passion. You'll find it one day. You'll see. I mean, for me, like, what was funny is that, get this, like, I remember because so I went to a private high school. It was a very, very small high school, and they would not allow me to graduate unless if I. Why is it facing over there? Is it bugging out? They required you to apply to 2 schools, to 2 colleges. They would not let you graduate unless if you did. And so I did it just because I thought I had to. And I went to college for a couple years, and I think I've said this before, but they basically asked me to not come back. I got put on academic probation and then academic suspension, And it's not that I was like a bad student or anything. It's just I wasn't showing up. So... And it was because I wasn't enjoying going to college. I was going for accounting because I was like, I like numbers. I work at a bank. Makes sense, right? And I was told this is what you have to do. Like this, no, like there is no ifs, ands, or buts. You have to go to college. And I think I've done okay without having gone to college. Because a lot of stuff, it's like, sure, you can be book smart, but if you can't apply any of that, it's not going to help you. And then it's a lot of people just don't end up going into whatever field it is that they go to college for. Oh, what the dude? They broke my mech. So keep that in mind. But anyways, like what I was gonna say is 5,000 platinum, nice. Hate school, and so I'm not gonna go to college even if I get a full scholarship. Yeah, I would have a hard time trying to go back unless if it was something I absolutely loved. Oh, that's it. That's all the mission was. Wow, that was great. But I remember when I was like 17, I was talking to my mom and I said, you know, I think what I want to do is try and be a radio DJ. And she was like, no way. Nope. You're not going to do that. And it's like, why? She's like, there's no money in that. And I'm like, okay, but I love music. You know, at the time I was beginning to play guitar, and I'm like, I love music. Like, I just love being around it. I love to talk about it. You know, I like to be around musicians. But I remember her telling me, like, there's no money in that. No, you will not be doing that. And it's like, I'm glad I didn't.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
I mean, it was a good call, because I probably wouldn't, like, I could do it, but I probably wouldn't survive in like the extra stuff you have to do for something like that, right? Like traveling and all that type of stuff. I hate that. I was thinking of welding because it makes good money and seems easy. Well, that's the thing, is that the people who do stuff like welding make it look easy because they're good at it. But it's one of those things that if you really love doing it, you know, it'll become easy for you, or easier, and you'll enjoy it. You know? But yeah, my parents bring up HVAC and stuff like that. Yeah, well, that's what's funny, is that no one ever talked to me about becoming HVAC, but I remember that I had friends going into that, and I was like, why? And then I got older and owned a home, and I understood why. And I was like, oh my gosh, there is a stupid amount of money in that, because guess what? Everything in your house breaks. So people who know plumbing, people who know HVAC, people who know things like landscaping, people who know things like cutting down trees and things like that and maintaining that type of stuff, like they do really, really well. And a lot of them are just like, I like this. Like, this is what I like doing. Like, a lot of them, when I've talked to them, like, what got you into this? Like, they're just like, I just like to tinker with things. And like people like that are engineers, it's just like, I just like to mess with things. And it's like, that's great, because we need those people, right? It could happen to you. From Elkos Mail Routing. A Drell lay in the ocean, dying from Keppel syndrome, and had a dream. In his dream, the Enkindlers came to him and charted the course of his life. The Drell saw the wakes and eddies, and saw that sometimes the Enkindlers swarmed. Yes, they swarmed alongside him. They swam alongside him, limbs raking the water, while other times he was alone. The Drell saw that the times he was alone were the hardest times in his life. He asked the Enkindlers, why was this one abandoned? The Enkindlers answered, their light shining brightly. You were never abandoned. In those difficult times in your life, it was our bodies that bore you through the water. The Drell awoke and found his Keppel syndrome cured. Follow the light of the Enkindlers, it can happen to you. Where the Enkindlers go, we shall follow, and where the light is the sun, we shall be the stars around them. Send this message to 6 beings of your acquaintance, and your greatest wish will come true. Oh. You don't like to tinker? I wish I liked to tinker. I like tinkering with my PC. And like stream stuff. But yeah, it's like one of those things where it's like I don't go like some people are like, yeah, I took apart a TV to see how it worked, and it's like, yeah, no, I'm not touching any of that. That's electricity goes through that. I'm scared of the electricity. Concerns regarding keepers from Chorbin. Hey, remember Chorbin? I hope this address still works. I promise to send you intel on the keepers if I found anything, and this is important. See those scans you took? It turns out the keepers are bioengineered, and based on my comparisons to some of the material from Siren's flagship Sovereign, they were engineered millions of years ago by the same people who made Sovereign. You may not understand how important this is, but it suggests that the Citadel wasn't really made by the Protheans. It may have been made by something far older, with the Keepers as organic guardians. And what's more, based on my genetic readings, they're supposed to react to something, some signal or something, about every 50,000 years. You can measure genetic variances. It's a bit like comparing rings on a tree to see the drought years. Whoever did this, well, around this time the signal went off would be around the time the Protheans disappeared. It's scheduled to go off sometime around now, and if any of the old tech still works, they could have some nasty surprises waiting for us. Just thought you'd want to know. Nobody here on the Citadel will listen to me. Okay, so this is crazy because he basically told us what they told us at the end of Mass Effect 1. And he's telling me in the middle or near the end of Mass Effect 2. So, Chorbin, I love you, but you're a bit late. You don't like small things or fragile things. I'm a big dude and not very agile. I see. Yeah, I mean, like, and it's okay if you end up doing so. Like, the way that I think about it is, what I'm doing for work right now is not something I would ever pick. But this job is allowing me, like I said, to have the time to be able to like if I look back and see how many hours I've streamed, because I love doing this, it's crazy. I've probably streamed thousands of hours, you know, and then also played video games on my own too. And then I've also gotten to spend a ton of time with my family, and that's because I work for this place doing this thing that I don't necessarily love, but it's like they're giving me this opportunity to have this time. I know, it's like weird. So it's like, and it's weird because at times this job can be fulfilling. It can feel good when something goes right, but it's still one of those things where it's like, shoot, man, I don't feed you once and this is what happens? Oh my gosh, the dramatic music for my fish. Shoot. Oh, rip all the fishes, dude. Those things cost me like 1,000 space bucks. Yeah, they died again. Okay though. Okay, we cleaned it. I think I'm good looking through here, right? Yeah, I think we just need to go back and keep on doing side content. Although, let's go see Miranda. Let's go see Miranda. Let's go to her office slash bedroom.
Were once Protheans.
I always pictured Protheans being
I clean ponds and aquariums if it ain't hard, and I like cleaning things and making them. Oh, okay. That's good to know.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
Always. I'm dealing with a few loose ends for Cerberus. We haven't had much free time lately. But I haven't forgotten our earlier discussion. I think we're crazy, but I haven't forgotten. Assuming you're still interested.
Oh, I'm definitely interested.
Glad to hear it. I'll be by the next time things are quiet.
It's quiet right now. My gosh. It's time now, but she says it's not. Go to my quarters? Wait. What do you mean? I did already, and she didn't do anything. That's the same stuff she said last time. But how do I get back in there then? Hold on. Ren, I'm gonna go back to my quarters, okay? My cabin as it's put sometimes. They don't even allow me to like lay down. They don't allow me to like even rest But they're like, hey, clean up your dirty aquarium, but we're not going to allow you to take a nap. What kind of place is this? Small hot rock with few resources, Matrum is used by the Turian armed forces for its maximum security prison and interrogation centers. The temperatures are high enough to prevent any escape without an environmental suit, but low enough that construction of additional buildings will not be hindered. Over 500,000 prisoners are detained on Matrum, only a handful of which have ever managed even a temporary escape. A small supply economy and prefab habitats support the prison staff, who usually work only for 2-year tours of duty before they are rotated out to less stressful positions. Every planet around here is rich, huh?
Probe launched.
I mean, I'll take it. Oh, it immediately goes to good as soon as I start talking about it. Okay, I see.
Probe away.
I see how things is.
Probe away.
Probe away. That
Probe
might do
away.
it. I'm really
Probe away.
actually, well, we'll have to see how things are in Mass Effect 3. But I really wonder if maybe I should switch to
Probe
controller
away.
for Mass Effect 3. Just because, like, I don't know what it is about this game,
Probe away.
but my mouse, it just seems to, like, always go crazy. Like, it doesn't do well here. Like, I'm having to, like, pick it up and stuff. Like, it doesn't move. I'm moving it a lot, and this is only moving it a little tiny bit. And then whenever I'm trying to aim, the cursor goes all over the place. Home to the spectacular Infinity Caldera, Calcius is a young planet with extreme tectonic and volcanic activity. With 9 supervolcanoes that can throw out at least 1,000 cubic kilometers of dense rock equivalents each, Calcius's activity has put its atmosphere in a state of shroud. It will likely suffer from global dimming for at least the next 10 years. Though much of the surface is no more dangerous than many other inner ring planets, this extreme tectonic activity has given Calcius a bad reputation and discouraged all resource exploitation. Also, I think it's pronounced cautious, so we should be cautious.
Probe away. Probe away.
Ooh, a good one.
Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe.
Really? Oh, okay, I was gonna say there's like nothing on this side of the planet.
Launching probe. Probe away. Launching probe.
We are making our way towards 300,000 iridium.
Probe away.
Wow. A large rock planet orbiting an F-class star, Atarius, is pummeled by radiation, heavy gravity, and tectonic activity. Its crust is mostly silicates and of little value. Travel is not advised.
Probe away. Probe launched.
Almost to 200,000 for palladium and platinum.
Launching probe. Probe launched.
Hey, so let me tell you something that I've been thinking of. I've been thinking of making some YouTube exclusive content, but starting it on a different channel. And it's going to be stuff that I wouldn't necessarily play on stream. I'm trying to think, like, things I tend to like to stream are RPGs like this, and like games that take a long time to complete, open world type stuff. But I was thinking of making a YouTube channel for just games that are shorter and not necessarily newer, like, you know, kind of going back playing some of the Xbox 360 games that I have that I haven't finished, things of that sort. I was thinking of doing that and keeping like the Casual Run Gaming channel that's there kind of like an archive for these streams and things like that. Do it. I'm thinking about it. It would just take time. But yeah, just because I've been noticing that, like, I like a lot of old games, but like a lot of them are kind of like the ones that are like 6 hours or something. It's like, oh, like, I don't really want to stream that. Because they're usually, like, if it's that short, it's usually things that, you know, kind of you need to pay attention because it's going to get through it quickly. So it's like, oh, I could do recordings easier of that. And then do things like this where it's like 30, 40 hours. Like, I can take my time. I can chat with people. Play some Spyro. I do have Spyro. I have the Spyro trilogy. My kiddo actually played some of that like a year or two ago. That's funny that you said Spyro. What made you say Spyro? Surtur is a small but dense desert planet close to its parent star. All but traces of its nitrogen carbon monoxide atmosphere have burned away, leaving it cooler than similar planets in other systems. Robo-mining has proved lucrative as it has developed significant deposits of beryllium and palladium. Palladium, you say?
Launching probe.
Whoa.
Probe launched.
My girlfriend brought it up earlier. She has a disc of it. Oh, nice. That's an oldie.
Probe launched.
That was what originally first appearance was on the original PlayStation.
Probe launched.
I like those games though. I never beat them. I also like Crash Bandicoot, but I never beat any of those as well. But yeah, like, not necessarily that those games are short, but those are the types of things where I wouldn't mind putting that type of stuff on the YouTube. And the thing is that those games don't really have story and lore that you really have to pay attention to. So it's like that's good stuff to like bang out and like just have it be like stuff that's really focused on getting through the game itself. Along with commentary, like it wouldn't be like it would just be quiet. There would be commentary, but
I have
hopefully
detected an anomaly.
An anomaly?